First at 6, 5 months after this woman was killed, there is proof authorities are building a case against an Austin police officer. Tonight we are revealing new details about the investigation into a local victim services counselor who was killed earlier this year. 29-year-old Samantha Dean was 7 months pregnant when she was found shot to death in a Bastrop County parking lot. Newly unsealed court documents show authorities are trying to link an Austin police officer to known criminals in Houston over Dean's death. And KXAN investigator Robert Maxwell joins us live with more on what he found out today. Robert.
Yeah, these are search warrants. They were initially signed off on by the judge in mid-May, filed with the court, returned to the court in June, and subsequently sealed by that same judge. This morning, they became public record. First, investigators contend APD officer Vontre Clark told them he'd been in a sexual relationship with Dean for the past 6 to 7 years. He also believed he was the father of her unborn baby. Warrants also contend Clark insisted Dean have an abortion. Also, that Dean told her co-workers at the Kyle Police Department that if she turned up dead, Clark would be responsible. Authorities also seized Dean's diary early on in February. In it, investigators say she wrote Clark handcuffed and blindfolded her during a sexual encounter. Dean wrote that she felt at one point Clark was going to murder her. And finally, investigators linked Officer Clark to these 3 known criminals through talk and text using prepaid phones. It's not clear how Clark knows Kevin Watson, Kyla Fisk, or Freddie Lee Smith. But we want to be clear, all these are just allegations tonight. Just the premise for a search warrant. So far, no one has been charged with anything related to Samantha Dean's death. Officer Vontre Clark's attorney said today that despite investigators, quote, rummaging through his belongings, there still isn't enough evidence to accuse Clark of a crime. And Officer Clark is still working at APD, but he remains on restricted duty. Of course, we'll keep watching this as the investigation continues.
Okay. Robert, thanks very much.